Here we have the show through on the Transcend 265 BH. This is Bert. Bert, show us how it's done.
Okay, so you have your backup camera ready. The backup camera fits back up in that black thing there.
Yeah.
And the monitor fits on the dash of your truck. It's Bluetooth, so there's no wiring.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
So it's roughed in for it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then you have a rubber roof on the top.
Yeah.
You have to get up there twice a year, clean it off, wash it off, feel good.
Yeah.
And the main reason they want you up there twice a year is to check the caulking, make sure none of it crack, come loose or anything like
Right.
that. And the only caulking used up there is Dicor.
Dicor, got it.
Yeah. And then back here, you have your luggage space back in here.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Extra storage.
Extra storage. And then once you use your sewer hose, you're going to pull out this rubber plug,
Yeah.
stick the sewer hose down the bumper,
That's your storage
and
place.
that's where you'll carry your sewer hose.
Okay.
When you're plugging your trailer in,
Yeah.
this little blue light don't come on, you don't have power to your trailer.
Oh, so it's a good way to know if where you're getting the power from is good.
Okay, this is your hot water tank.
Okay.
That's where you're going to drain it in the fall. That takes a 1 1/16 socket.
Okay.
And then your 120 heater fits right in behind this black cap. And
Okay.
you have a switch for it right here to turn it on.
Gotcha. Right behind there's something in the way there. There's a little piece of plastic or something. Yeah, piece of tape on there. Oh yeah, there's the switch. There we go.
Yeah. And then this is your thermostats here.
Mm-hmm.
This is usually your propane one, and that's your 121.
Okay.
They come with resets. And if the reset should happen to trip, you'll see a bump here. Just push it back in to reset it. That's all
Gotcha.
you have to do.
Okay.
Okay.
Super.
This is where you're going to drain your sewer. Okay, when you're draining your sewer, you're going to pull your black tank first because that's your toilet tank.
Yeah.
Once it's finished draining,
Yeah.
then you're going to pull your gray tank.
Gotcha.
That's your sink and shower water is your gray tanks to flush everything out of the lines.
Right. Yeah, that's much better water.
And then when you're emptying your black tank, if you want to clean it out, hook your water hose to here. And what they have shower heads inside your black tank to wash out nice and clean.
To flush it all out.
And keep down the smells.
Gotcha.
And then back in here, you have a blue hose here.
Mm-hmm.
That quick couple's on the other side of the trailer. We'll show you that when we get there.
Okay.
But you're going to bring your water hose up through here,
Mm-hmm.
hook it into here, and that's going to pressure up your trailer just like your house. Okay.
Gotcha.
And at that, and when you got that water hose hooked to that, if you want to fill your fresh tank, all you have to do is just flip this lever up here,
And your fresh tank will fill.
and your fresh tank will fill.
Okay.
Okay. And then this is your battery shut off.
Okay. To disconnect all the power to the coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That disconnects it. That turns it on.
Gotcha.
And then you got a 120 plug here for whatever you want 120 for.
Yeah.
Then you just got different hookups for your TV.
Gotcha.
And then this is your 30 amp cord here that reaches out about 30 feet.
Gotcha.
And then on this light here, if you put it on the numbers 2 side, then
Yeah.
it comes motion detection.
Oh, gotcha. Let's see if I can detect it. Yeah, that works.
Yeah. Then here you got your propane tanks. They're 220s. They're both
Okay.
full right now.
Okay.
And whichever one his handle is pointing to,
Yeah.
you're going to use the propane out of that tank first. As long as the other tank is open, this here regulator will switch over to the full tank.
So you don't have to switch the black to this tank.
Right.
Gotcha.
And then this is the up and down on your jack. That's up, this is down.
Gotcha.
This is your night light here.
Right, if you're hooking up at night.
And then for some reason, if your jack don't work, you're gonna follow this red wire down. And right down in here, there's a 30 amp fuse.
Okay, so there's an inline fuse for that. So when you check your fuses, you gotta check that one.
Yeah. Okay. And then if your fuse is good, your battery's good, and your jack don't want to work, then you're going to pull out this rubber plug. There's a crank inside your compartment. You stick in there, and then you can crank your jack up and down.
Oh,
like
okay,
that.
so it's your manual override, just
Right.
in case of emergency.
And this here is just the other end.
All right,
your
of our
storage.
pass-through storage.
And this is the crank that you're going to use for your jack. and for
Gotcha.
your
And for your stabilizer jacks.
stabilizers.
Yeah.
And then back here, this is your furnace.
Gotcha.
You've got a 120 plug here for whatever you want 120 for, and a cable connection for your TV. Then those two black guys up there, the round ones, are your outside speakers for your stereo.
Got it.
And this is the outside vent up here for your stove.
Oh yeah, your stove vent.
Yeah. And then if you're going, for some reason, if you lost power to your awning,
Yeah.
okay, what you're gonna do is pull out that rubber plug on the end of this arm here.
Let me just see. Yeah. Ah, yeah, you can see it on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you pull out that rubber plug, there'll be a screw there. You take out that screw, and
Yeah.
what that does is disconnect the motor from this arm.
Okay.
But the far end over there is still spring loaded, so with a little bit of help, you can still get your awning in or out.
Gotcha.
Yeah. That way you're never stuck.
Gotcha.
And there's 65 pounds of nitrogen in your tires.
Okay.
These lug nuts here are torqued to 100 foot-pounds.
Okay.
And after a while, if you want to grease your bearings, take a flat screwdriver, pop this cap off. You'll see your grease nipple there. Give it a couple of shots with your grease cut.
Grease gun, got it.
And then otherwise, you're going to fill your water tank from here.
Oh, you can fill it up manually too,
Yeah.
not just on the other side.
Yeah. And then this is the blue hose, kick couples in there to wash off your boots or whatever you need to wash off.
And that was that hose that we saw in the compartment.
Right. And
Gotcha.
then you have two blue hoses down here.
Yeah.
They're the over drains for your fish water tank.
Okay, so yeah, if you overfill it, the water will come out there.
Right.
Got it.
And then that big white valve under there beside your stabilizer jack, that's where you're going to drain your fish water tank.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's just a pull valve on that.
Right. And inside here, this flips down so that you have your cup holders.
Nice.
Otherwise, this guy here will slip down like this to go into a bed. And then you got two drawers underneath your couch here as well. Okay, if you pull this mattress
Mm-hmm.
back like that
Okay.
and set it about there, then you're going to take this here.
Oh, okay, so that's the access to your hot water.
Yeah. And that's your hot water tank.
Yeah.
You got 3 valves on there that you're going to give a quarter turn to in the fall.
Yeah.
And once you're done with the, that's so that you bypass the hot water tank, so that
Gotcha.
you don't get antifreeze in your hot water tank.
Right.
Okay. And in the spring, you'll give them a quarter turn back to where you had them in the summertime.
Gotcha.
And then this is your winterizing hose here.
Right, so you just put that into your jug of antifreeze, and you're bypassing the hot water tank, so you're not filling that up.
Right.
Turn on your pump, and
at the end of this hose, there's another valve there that you're going to give a quarter turn to so that you can suck the antifreeze into all your water lines.
okay, so you got to open up that valve as well.
Right.
Gotcha.
And you got a USB port here and a 120 plug here.
Gotcha.
And then over here you got all your switches to run your trailer. This is your slide out.
Yeah.
That one's your awning. This is your ceiling lights. This is your exterior light. Your water pump if you're using water on your tank.
Yeah.
And your propane to light up your hot water tank on propane. And this
Yeah.
one's electricity.
Gotcha. So gas or electric or both.
And then this is your stereo. Okay. There's your Bluetooth connection. You can download.
With remains of loved ones.
You can download the stereo onto your cell phone if you so wish to, and
Gotcha.
run everything on your cell phone that's on your.
Gotcha. So just
There we
download
go.
the app.
Yeah. And number one here, that's the speakers inside. Number two here is the speakers outside.
Gotcha.
Okay. And down in here you got this is the remote for your stereo,
Yeah.
and this is your instruction manual.
Gotcha.
And then this is the remote for your TV,
Okay.
and this is your instruction manual here how to get your TV going.
Gotcha.
Then on this, and this black thing, this is all your manuals for your trailer.
Gotcha.
And down here, it's got covered space here and there. And this is your converter, okay? This is where all your, come on, all your breakers and fuses are here.
Right. So your breakers if you're plugged into 110, and fuses if you're on 12-volt systems.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you blow one of those fuses, the red
Yeah.
light beside it will come on letting you know which fuse you blew.
Oh, that's handy. You don't have to search each fuse.
Yeah. And then on your stove here, when you want to light up a burner, just turn it to light and flick this guy here.
Gotcha.
Okay. Make sure you always flip this to the right hand.
Right.
Otherwise, if you turn it backwards, it'll break really easy.
Okay.
Then you got a button here to show blue lights on your burner.
Right. So blue means that there's no gas coming out, and when you see red, that means there's gas.
Right.
Got it.
And then if you flip it the other way, then
Down,
your
yeah.
buttons light up. Plus you have a light inside your oven.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
And then to light up your oven, if you set your oven door like that,
Okay.
you turn this to light,
Yeah. Press and hold.
and then you hold that in for 30 while you're trying to light up your oven.
Now, why do we have the oven door?
We see the reflection of the pilot light instead of,
Oh, okay.
you see the little blue light down there? Instead of,
Yes, we actually can. I don't know if it picks it up, but yeah, there's definitely a little blue light in there.
yeah. And then you're going to hold this button for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Let it go, make sure your pilot's going, then you just turn it up like that, and then your big blue flame comes up.
Gotcha.
And then that shuts it back off, and you just close this in. That's the fan for your stove, and
Gotcha.
that's the light.
Now, for the vent fan, though, you have to open it from the outside.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
The,
Yeah. And then you just have covered space on each side here.
gotcha. Now, the microwave, that's just a standard.
Standard microwave.
You have to be plugged into power to use it, but standard microwave, I think everybody understands how that works.
Then you just got cupboard space here.
Gotcha.
Got a big drawer down here.
Pot and pan drawer.
Yeah. And then that guy down there, that's your propane detector. If he
Gotcha.
smells propane, he'll let you know in a hurry.
Yeah. Oh, they're pretty
And then
loud.
this is your thermostat here.
Gotcha.
Turn it on, you just hold this bottom button, okay? And then to whatever you want to change it to, just keep hitting the bottom button.
Gotcha. Cool. Heat.
Yeah. And then these two buttons here are just your up and down.
Yeah, I don't know if that really shows up too well, but there's the up and down buttons, so to raise or lower the temperature.
Right.
Gotcha.
Then inside your fridge, you've got your keys inside the door here.
Gotcha.
And now this fridge is strictly 12 volt.
Gotcha.
Okay? When you're using your fridge during the daytime,
Yeah.
you'll have this button turned up like that. But at night time, or if you're gone from your trailer for quite a certain amount of time,
Yeah.
then you're going to turn this button to the black in here.
Oh, okay.
And then when you do that, your fridge is only going to draw half the power it should.
Gotcha.
Okay?
Yeah, good to know. It's a away setting.
Right. And then this door down here,
Oh, you have an extra little drawer there.
the people usually put their water dish and feed dish for their dog, and that's where they feed and water their dog.
Oh, gotcha.
And then if you want to make a bed out of this table, take the top off, take off your two pipes,
Yeah.
put the top down on here,
On that ledge, yeah.
and then bring your back cushions over top the table. And you got another
Oh,
bed.
gotcha. And that fills in the empty space.
Yeah. And then you got storage all the way around your table.
Nice.
as well. And then back in here, you got your button here for your bathroom.
Gotcha.
On and off switch. Got a compartment here. This here is deodorizer that you can pour about half a bottle at a time down through your toilet into your black
Gotcha.
tank.
You recommend, putting a little water in there too, just
As well, yeah.
I see we don't install the toilet paper holder because we don't know where people want it. Every time we install it, it's kind of in the wrong spot.
Yeah. And then this is your GFI.
Right?
When it trips, it's going to look like that, so just push the center back.
Reset button.
in to reset it.
Gotcha. And a lot of times those GFIs outside, inside are all in the same circuit, so if your plugs aren't working, you may have to reset
The
it in a different
GFI.
spot.
Yeah. And then this is your shower door. It's spring loaded, so when you're inside there, make sure you have a good hold of it.
Don't just let it go.
Don't just let it go, because if it slams back too often, it'll break off this plastic piece.
Okay.
Okay. Plus, it also has a wiper on it. When it goes in, it's going to wipe the water off your.
Oh, it cleans all the water off. Nice. That's why they use that.
And then you got your little fan up here.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
we got a vent fan.
And then you just crank that open to open the vent.
Gotcha.
And then back in here, you got your light switch here for the lights inside your bathroom there.
Yeah.
And then you lift this up, you got storage underneath your bed. It's on gas shocks, so it don't fall down on you.
Nice. So yeah, you just force it back down. Okay.
Yeah. And then over on that wall, you got your USB ports plus your 120.
Gotcha. If you're
And on
plugged
this
into power.
side, you just have your 120.
Gotcha.
Okay. Then you got your closets up here and an empty space there for storage. And then you just got a button on this light up here.
Gotcha.
Your smoke detectors up there.
Oh, gotcha. Now that's battery powered, so
That's
you have to
battery
replace the battery. It'll start to beep just like at home.
And then on your escape window, if you had to use it, just grab this plastic piece here, flip out the screen, and now unhook this, and out you'd go. But now they got a slot in here
Yeah.
to set it like that for ventilation.
Oh, gotcha. So you can't use it.
And that's about everything we can tell them.
Super. Well, thanks so much, Bert. I appreciate it.
Yeah.